Don't be calling me, say, oh, Prince, you are so right, Prince, you're so right. Because Americans, one thing I tell people, they are reactive people, they are not proactive. They love to react after the fact. It is best to be proactive. You know, Franks, today, a friend of mine and I was talking, a friend of mine who owns a decent business, you know. He called me, he said, Prince, you are so right about everything. So I said, what do you mean I'm so right about everything? He said, when you're telling us to not vote for Trump, you were so right. And I said, it's always the same. Folks don't understand. Most of them, because they feel that they are millionaires or they got lots of money, so the team voting for Trump and Trump giving them tax break were going to be okay. But what they did not factor in the whole process is like, yeah, you'll get a tax break because of what you make, but what's about your employees? What's about your company? Is it going to affect your company by electing such a president? Most of them never really got it, but they all see now that businesses going downhill, that employees, most of them leaving their companies because why? The stuff, the incentive, the promise their employees, they cannot get it because why? Most of them invest heavily in the stock market and see what the stock market is right now. Self-inflicted harm that Trump allowed. The war that launched, it was because of two things. One, you guys saw Iran before the war started. Iran was burning the idol worship of the Rothschilds, the two horn, I know the Banfan or the goat, the horn, man. If you see all the statues of the Rothschild during that celebration, they always have, you will see this figure. Look at this picture. You see this picture? These people right here are all the Rothschilds, right? This is their mascot. So when Iran started burning it, Iran was telling that BRICS is coming and BRICS is about to destroy you guys. Understand, folks, I always telling you guys may say, oh, I'm anti-Semitic or what's you gonna say, but when you talk about Semitic people, the Semitic people are the people of Palestine. Those are the real Semitic people. But because politicians and religion twist things around, so that's why most people who are not educated are being bamboozled. The Rothschilds really are the one who formed, instituted, established the political state of Israel.
The Foreign Office, November the 2nd, 1917. Dear Lord Rothschild, I have much pleasure in conveying to you, on behalf of His Majesty's government, the following declaration of sympathy with Jewish Zionist aspirations, which has been submitted to and approved by the Cabinet.
So it's possibly the most famous letter in modern Jewish history, and it begins with three words: Dear Lord Rothschild. Why was it that this letter was sent by the Foreign Secretary to your great uncle Walter?
It's an interesting question because he was really interested in ornithology, although he became interested in Zionism. I think the reason was this, that it was primarily a movement from Eastern Europe, but they didn't clarify who was in charge of that movement. And in addition, it was after all in Great Britain. So they felt that the Rothschild family should be the one to whom it was addressed. And Walter was Lord Rothschild, and he was a Zionist. And those really are the background reasons.
So Walter received the Balfour Declaration, and I have a copy here. And I wonder if I could possibly ask you to read it for us.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. I'm going to put on my spectacles to make sure I read it accurately. His Majesty's government view with favour the establishment of Palestine as a national home for the Jewish people, and will use their best endeavours to facilitate the achievement of this object, it being clearly understood that nothing shall be done which may prejudice the civil and religious rights of existing non-Jewish communities in Palestine, or the rights and political status enjoyed by Jews in any other country.
There was no government, political state in the Bible called Israel. No, you only heard about Judea and you heard about Jerusalem. There was no. Israel was just a person name. It was Jacob, who knew that the name Jacob means trickster, because he tricked his brother and took his birthright, and also tricked his father-in-law. He put something in the sheep stomach when they were pregnant for every sheep to have mark on them. And once they have different color on them, his father told him, say, take any sheep or any cattle that had spot in them. And that's what he did. So he wanted to change the name from Jacob, and the angel or whatever, Christ or whoever it was, or God, changed his name to Israel. So Israel was just a man name. It's not a nation name. So when people saying it, I don't understand it. And you call it Donald Trump, say, oh, he was the 45th president, so he is Cyrus. Cyrus was from Persia. And Persia today is Iran. The Iran you guys are fighting today is Iran. And understand one thing. When God called Abraham, who is the father of many nations, or all nations, he was from Persia, the same Iran. And folks, let me tell you guys, this war was also masterminded by the Rothschilds, allegedly. You say, Prince, why? Do you guys notice recent time, Vladimir Putin been saying he's going after banks, okay? He's going to make sure he bankrupts the banks. Who do you guys think President Vladimir Putin is talking about? He's talking about the Rothschilds bank, because every bank in the Western world is controlled by the Rothschild. The Bank of England, the Bank of France, the Bank of America, the Bank of all the great Germany, all the big countries in the world. They are all influenced by the Rothschild. They are all heavily owned by the Rothschild. I keep telling you guys, even the IRS of America and the DMV of America is owned by the Rothschilds, allegedly. I keep telling you guys. So that's why you see BRICS is coming now and going to really deplete the entire United States dollars. And that's what I'm telling people. Start investing gold, silver, and diamond right now. And also invest in Pokemon cars and One Piece cars, and like the big cars in sport world, like the Jordan's cars, the Kobe Bryant cars, all those cars, invest in them, because we're going to be living soon on the Pokemon money. Folks, let me make you understand. So the war that is going on, most of you guys who voted for Trump, look, I just heard recently, I haven't verified this information yet, but lastly I heard that they have raised the draft age to under 42 or 43, somewhere around there. So now imagine all of you guys who call yourself the Trump star, the Trumpers, you guys going to be going. The all rights, the 3%, the Proud Boys, the ICE boss who arresting immigrants, you guys going to be going to war. And if you have two sons, they're only going to keep one of your sons because they want your family names to continue. And the other son, or if you got more sons, they're going to send the rest of them to war. So you guys see. We got needed now to go through that. I told you guys that Kamala Harris was our Deborah of this age. You guys refused. She was going to redeem us from all these stupid things that's going on. But you're lying now. So you see what we're going through? That's how it is. So I just want you guys to know that. Don't be calling me and say, oh, Prince, you are so right. Prince, you're so right. Because Americans, one thing I tell people, they are reactive people. They are not proactive. They love to react after the fact. It is best to be proactive. And I always give you that.